Alright, yo, so today I want to talk about how my faith in God and obedience to Him and His call took me to $1.1 million as just a 19-year-old high school dropout. Now, a lot of you guys are going to say what you want about my story, to call me crazy, call me schizo, call me whatever you want, but I'm going to tell you right now that it was my faith in God and obedience to what He wanted me to do that actually got me to where I am right now. And I'm going to tell you a little bit about my story. I was very depressed. I was very anxious. I don't want to say the word just in case I get flagged, but I wanted to pretty much end my own life. And I burned all my bridges in my life. I went from dropping out of high school to pretty much every single career and aspect that I had ahead of me, just completely laid it all down. And I wanted to prove to myself and to the people around me that I actually had what it took to, be someone valuable, be someone who could do something with their life and make something out of themselves. And so that's when I took to the most difficult endeavor I could have perceived imaginable, and that was making money online from absolutely zero. As you can see, as we started from March in the beginning, I'm here at 14K. If we go to let's say like February, you'll see in February my brand was doing like $30 a day, 30, 80, and as you can see in March, it started scaling. Now, guys, over here during this time period was when I finally made a decision that would change my life forever. To get to where I'm at today, it took 1,000 days of losing. No joke, 2021 in September, I dropped out of high school. And it took me 3 consecutive years where I did nothing but work, where I did nothing but get in front of a computer, learn, study, invest in mentorships, just do nothing but lose for 1,000 days. That right there, that little pickup in March, is when I finally got on my knees after 1,000 days of losing, and I said, God, I don't know what else to do anymore besides give this all to you. My ambition, my desire, my skills, my network, my failures, my entire future, I am nothing but a vessel that you can use. And I said, Lord, I give up. Everything is in your control. That's March 22nd when that hit off, maybe a little bit before then, and everything kicked off. Now, if I change and I go from now you can see, boom, 6-month period. As you can see in February, I went from doing let's say 1,500, maybe, 1,100 in revenue, and then 15,000 in March to $171,000 in revenue in just April. Why? Because in March, I decided to give it to Him. In March, I decided to kill my ego, stop trying to put myself in positions where I wasn't supposed to be, and gave it to God. The next month, I did 171K in revenue. The next month after that, I did 150, and then it started to stabilize at 60 and then scale up to 80 later after that. If you're obedient, He will bless you. Now, what does that look like? You cannot be overthinking your inputs. You have to surrender your ego and actually say, you know what, Lord, whatever it is that you want from me, whatever it is that you want me to do, I give it to you and I surrender. Now, a lot of you might be saying, oh, but money, is that a bad thing? Is that something I really want? The Bible says that the love of money is the root of all evil. Correct. The Bible says that you can't serve both God and money. But money is a resource that I can use to reach millions of people, to tell them the very message that I'm telling you right now. That we can spread a truth in this world, use these resources that were given us, and to actually do good in this world. Guys, we've lived long enough to realize that people just want to take from us. They don't really care about what you're going through. They don't really want to understand your past. They don't want to understand your ambitions. They just want to get something from you. But we can be the difference. And that's why Ecom has been a vessel for me to be able to generate that resource, generate that revenue, to actually fuel the dreams that I have internally that I want to accomplish. Whether that be music, whether that be inspiring the youth of our generation, or even being in this position to be able to share my success and how God had allowed me to get to that position with you so that it would motivate and inspire you to do something with yourself. Whatever it is that you're calling to do. It doesn't have to be Ecom, but let's say you're watching this because you want to understand how to use your spirit to get to this level. It takes humility and obedience. And if you actually want to be the person that can handle this level of revenue, you need to be willing to be humbled. And that is not an easy task, because if you're prideful and you're going about trying to one-up somebody else, or trying to get the quick switch, or no shipping when you're doing drop shipping, or you have these campaigns set up where your messaging, it's completely clickbaity, or it's just blatantly scammy. Guys, your success is not gonna last. If you want to build success that lasts, you need to check your heart first. Because if you try to build a business on a foundation that is built on scamming others, that's built on cheap products or gimmicky novelty products, no shipping, slow fulfillment times, whatever it is, and you don't have these things set in place where you're actually providing value, you're gonna lose it just as quick as you gain it. And that's why you see these gurus 2-3 years ago posting like crazy their results, and now you don't hear from them anymore. Why? Because they fizzled out. The foundation that they built on was not strong. If you want to build success that lasts, you have to build with humility, with integrity, with honesty. You have to actually provide value in the marketplace, that what people want. You think I got to 170K this month selling garbage? No, I was trying to understand my customer. I was trying to understand their pain points, their desires, and get them a product that actually brings them from the pain state to the desired state. Because if I don't have something that people actually want and I'm trying to sell them something that they don't need, I might as well just be stealing, lying, manipulating them, right? And that's the type of love of money that actually is the root of all evil. Now, what I'm trying to promote here is I'm trying to promote a movement of people who are actually ambitious and want to grow and see money as a resource to do greater things in life. It doesn't have to have this evil stigma around it. You can be ambitious, you can want to grow, and you can want to build. If we leave the pursuit of money to people who have malevolent intentions, then what do we think is going to happen with the people who have the most resources? They're going to be controlling all of us with a mindset and with mentality that is more about taking from us than about edifying us. That's why we need more people who are willing to be honest in the marketplace, willing to dominate, willing to be ambitious, willing to fight for their goals in the name of Christ. That's what God saw when he saw me on my knees in March, February, where I did $80 a day, burning $200, $300 a day on ads with no return. And I said, God, I give it to you. He saw an honest heart wanting to change the world as much as he could, even though he didn't have any fruit of his labor at that time. And he said, I'm going to bless this kid. Why? Because he's honest. Now, what I want you to do is I want you to realize that the money is already printed and exists out there. Someone has to take it. And all money is, it's a resource. It's an exchange of value. You get it and it does something with it. It's a tool. Now, there's going to be people who are going to take the tool regardless. And those people are either going to have good intentions or malevolent intentions. And let me tell you that right now, majority of the people who are striving to become more wealthy and more rich have evil intentions. There needs to be people who are striving to get to that level of success and influence and do something with it. Think Moses, think Joseph, think King David, think King Solomon. Just because you have an abundance of resource doesn't mean it has to taint your heart. Use that and do something great with it. That's what we're here to do.